welcome back to 843 TV on our back to school episode where we're learning all about Bridges Prep and the exciting new changes. And we've been hearing so much and learning so much. Now your campus this year is spread over 3 buildings within 8 miles. That sounds like a lot to manage. So how are you handling that?
We are fortunate right now to have such a great staff. We've hired a few individuals that help us out. Dr. Herbst and our Dean of Students, when you're talking administration, will head up the Boundary Street campus. I will be at our new campus at Robert Smalls Parkway. And we are fortunate enough to have an individual at our Celadon campus named Mr. Tim Drury. He's our front desk person who is very good at running that building and keeping those kids and teachers sometimes in line. But if the need arises, we are all available to come to a certain building and be available if needed.
A lot of communication, I'm sure, happening throughout the day.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, as you continue to creep into that high school arena, what do the high school students have to look forward to this year in terms of classes or electives?
The high school students have more options this year. We're trying to expand the curriculum vertically and horizontally. So as the kids grow in increasing knowledge in the subject areas, we increase their offerings, but we also have been able to increase them horizontally, so digging deeper into a subject area. As well, we have some new electives that also connect with our STEM philosophy in our charter. For example, forensics has been a popular one this year.
Very cool. I'd sign up for that in a heartbeat. Very cool.
I like how you put that horizontally and vertically. That's really good. Tell us a little bit more about your teaching staff in particular. I know that's definitely a highlight.
Well, on the way here, I was counting. I think we have close to 20 new teachers from all over the place, even international. We have the best. I feel we have the best staff that any school could have. We have taken a lot of time and invested a lot in recruiting who we feel will represent our values and our goals, and
that's important for sure. And where are your students comprised of? Beyond Beaufort? Do they come from Beyond Beaufort?
Yeah. They do.
We do. Yeah.
We actually have had students from Yemassee, and for a while, we do not have the 2 students right now, but we had a doctor drive back and forth from Savannah to bring his students to our school.
There you go.
Wow.
So, I mean, and it got to a part where with his practice it was difficult, but the bottom line, it speaks volumes because it shows you that we really do have creativity in what we're doing and options and choices that parents really do buy into. I mean, they are, that's important.
Mm-hmm. So with 3 unique individuals sitting here, I know you'll each have a unique answer. If I were to ask you, what do you think makes Bridges Prep such a great school? How would you answer that?
I would say it's the people that founded it because of their desires and wants for their own children, but seeing beyond that, I can say that what they had was a vision for choice to make education for their students better, to stretch them. For me as an educator, it has been awesome to see the dedication of the teachers because they really do, through whatever trials and tribulations we have had, they have stood strong. They have backed up the students that we have. They have been there for the kids. We now, I think that with Chris and Sherry, we really do now have a strong staff in place. I mean, strong leadership. We have an assistant principal who acts as the dean of students. And actually, I'm sure Mr. Wilson will be at all campuses pretty much daily because that's a role as the head of school, and that Sherry will, Dr. Earps goes back and forth from Celadon to the Boundary Street, as does Mr. Cable. So I think that we have in place what is necessary to stretch those kids and to make it successul.
How about you, Dr. Herbst? What would you answer? How would you answer that?
I would say a committed faculty and families who have really invested in Bridges, and they have to go through some struggles, but they see what's to come. They have that vision of what will happen down the line. So I think the committed faculty and families.
Chris?
I would like to piggyback off of Dr. Herbst. I think that at the heart of the decision to come to Bridges, it is a school of choice. And so every family that decides to put their child, their student in Bridges, it's what they want as a family. Mm-hmm. And I feel that we are a big family, from my staff to my students. I preach that. I feel it. And I think that's what people want for their kids, is to be in an educational setting where family is at the heart.
I know that every time we come out, and we've talked to you a few times now, we feel that passion that you guys have. We really do. So that's really exciting. Now, as if all we talked about it wasn't enough, what community things might be happening? What can the community look forward to going forward this fall and this year? Any special events?
Leadership has set up some great things for the community. So
Sure, you're going to be able to see, we have some family science nights, family reading night. In March, we're going to have our annual block party, which is a huge success, and people look forward to it all year long, which will be in Port Royal. We have a number of athletics that people can attend. We have basketball and volleyball. Right now, we're gearing up for volleyball and cross country. Of course, cross country is a little hard to watch, but you could
It
come.
is, isn't it?
You can cheer, hand out water.
That's right. You can come to our volleyball games. Our basketball games are held at our main campus. Mm-hmm. We also have softball and soccer. I think I hit them all there. There might be a couple others I missed, but
I have one to add.
Sure,
So,
sure.
Mr. Wilson and I attended a Padilla Leadership conference this summer, and one thing that we're excited about is promoting our Padilla philosophy that we have at Bridges into the community. So,
And what does Padilla mean?
Padilla is a teaching philosophy that where everyone believes that all children can learn. Mm-hmm. All children can learn, and all children should have an equally rigorous education, no matter what their levels are. And it involves a hands-on learning. And so we actually, at the end of Padilla is this Padilla Seminar. And that is where we teach students how to have discussions and how to participate in, eventually how to participate in a democratic society. So we hope to be able to take some of our seminars into the stakeholders and into the community and get them involved in some interesting discussions about the world.
it's a great process. It's enhanced by Socratic seminars and by project-based learning.
Fantastic. Well, clearly you guys have so much to offer, so many exciting things going on with the growth of the school. Thank you for being here today to share it all with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with us,
Thank you for
Lisa.
having
And
us.
thank you for joining us for another episode of 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.